Garry's Mod is a game that's filled with lots of history, from its content to its maps and add-ons. I, among many others, grew up playing this game and enjoying the videos that people made about it. So today, I thought I'd start by showcasing a few maps I remember vividly from my childhood. If that's something you're interested to see, then by all means come along. As this is my first video, please keep in mind that I'm just finding my footing with voiceover, gameplay, and editing, but any comments about how I can improve or what to change would be greatly appreciated. Now that's out the way, why don't we get started on our first map? Our first map is one I had to do a little searching for. This is U-Turd, a YouTube poop era version of the YouTube headquarters. Back when dyed hair and lots of screaming was all the rage. That was when I was mainly watching YouTube, and during that time I discovered Garry's Mod and downloaded it on my dad's crappy laptop. This is a re-upload of the old prop hunt map made by Assassin M4A1. I have lots of memories just using the Half-Life 2 loadout and shooting random NPCs like the Combine and zombies here. Let's get started. Looks like there's a flag with the words "He will not juke us" on it, and some Mirror's Edge pipes on the side of the building. That's still one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. There's the server room with the sections Pets and Animals, Cars and Vehicles, and Sport and Gaming. Seems a bit too normal for this map, I think. Looks like there's a socket we can interact with. Why don't we find out what it does? Ah, I'm not a big fan of the dark, so why don't we plug that all back in and carry on? Hey look, a bleach vending machine. That's new. If I had any spare change, I'd like to see what all the hype is about. Kinda like boba, you know? Alright, looks like they've also got TV shows and movies and apparently cancer. And then music, of course. Let's just hope that they're talking about the star signs. Looks like this door here doesn't work. However, there is this mystery door with biohazard signs on it. So put your hazmat suits on, people. What the hell is this? There's mounds of mud and mold, an upside down toilet, and an ogre sign. Better stay away as we might have entered Shrek Swamp. Let's get out of here. Is that Jacksepticeye? Unless there are other green-haired YouTubers that I'm unaware of. Now I have a play button, dab, dab, dab. I remember when dabbing was big, but I can never for the life of me understand how we found trends funny. But we were happy, and that's all that mattered. I think we entered hell after the great 2020, and that's why the world is so weird now. Like this and nothing happens. Okay, sure, why not? Oh, looks like nothing happened. Guess it did what it said it would. This is the ideal routine for any prop hunt player. Gotta be jacked and have your prop hunt body ready for summer for all those other prop hunt hotties. Watermelon, $70. Just a little bit overpriced. Tap water, 3 cents. You might as well not even charge at that point. Trash, free. Cheaper than the tap water though? Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And then bananas, 69 cents. Did you know that it would take nearly 400 bananas in one day to die from a potassium overdose? What a fun fact. Looks like a standard enough cafeteria minus the bleach and the bleach vending machines. I'm not going to even try and pronounce those because I'll just offend someone's mother, so if you know what those say, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Alright, it looks like that flag from the beginning is being broadcast onto this TV with a button here. Let's see if we can try and change the channel. I believe we got, as the kids say, trolled. World's best prop hunt spot. Has anyone actually won a game in that space before? Wow, this kitchen is a mess. I don't think these guys have a very high hygiene rating at all. My food anxiety would go through the roof with the type of contamination that happens here. Don't memes open inside? Well, at least there aren't any dead inside. Now, I only found out how to open this after I finished recording. You feed the bleach to that weird creature in the wall in the kitchen, so instead you'll see us no-clip in. I know, how shameless. Bathroom terror level probable terror. Guess you'll say I could be scared shitless. I know that was terrible. Where do your ideas come from? Mine personally come from fever dreams and standing in scalding hot showers. New layout beta testing? Alright, let's see what the new YouTube layout's gonna be this time. Ah, just another way they take away from our privacy. Sounds like them. YouTube, if you're paying attention right now, love you guys really. I'm trying to get big here, so if there are any ladies watching this, I apologize for where I'm about to enter, but I'm just gonna say that I got someone's permission beforehand, and pray you'll believe me. Alright, this looks about the same as the men's. Wait, wait a minute. Hold on, that doesn't look right. Hold on, let me go check it out. Any hydrant peers, just drop yourself in the comments. We appreciate everyone, no matter where you pee. Congratulations to me for winning Times Person of the Year. I know it's probably better than the choice they actually got this year. In case of emergency, break glass. What kind of emergency would require a rocket launcher? The resonance cascade? Error. Nothing found. You know, funnily enough, when I first started playing Garry's mod, most of the games I didn't own, so most of the maps I was playing on just had huge errors and purple things everywhere. I never knew how to fix it as a kid. Ooh, a button. Caution. Dyed hair required. I'm gonna just go in anyway, it doesn't look like anyone else is here. Alright, looks like some portal chamber style testing room. Wonder what we're gonna get tested on, because I didn't study. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's. I just want to give a quick shout out to Freddy J1909 for being the Five Nights at Freddy's king, because he's got Freddy's in his name, you know, more than me. um, uh, did any of you guys actually believe that? I wonder what my editing skills will come up with this kind of green screen. I wonder if it'll even work. I'm gonna see what I can add to this, and whatever I'm currently talking over, let's see what it replaces. I like this setup because it has all the medic cutouts, but I really don't feel comfortable with a head crab right behind my head. That's an accident waiting to happen. I think it's locked, so we'll come back later. Honestly, nice touch animation on the windows. I do like it quite a bit. So that's where all that blood came from. I can see why. God damn, that's a lot of ads on a 10-minute video. I pray mine doesn't end up that way, but please let me know if it does. I think that opened the door in the room we're in. Let's see if the others need that happening before we can progress through them. Alright, now that I think we've got all three of those open, let's go back and check. Alright, now we're in test chamber 2, and it looks, concerning. Alright, looks like this map creator really likes his watermelons. I think I see something behind the crates, like some writing. Let me, get a better look. Through some careful redecorating, we've now cleared the path, and we can see that it's a Portal reference. The ad revenue is a lie. I'm not going to repeat it 4 times over, because I think you get the message after the first time. But, yeah, I mean, I'm yet to find out. Hey, I think there's something wrong with these watermelons. I had a look into it, and it's just an error with the re-upload of the map, but I just like to think that they've got like some chemically altered watermelons going on here. Do you guys remember when having the coolest fidget spinner automatically made you the coolest kid in class, or if not the entire school? I remember that. I was in about year 6, right when Fortnite was peaking, when I was trying to go to my local corner shop and buy the coolest fidget spinners at stupid prices. Alright, the signs for this chamber are severely more concerning, Jesus. I don't know about you guys, but I personally think that this room just looks like a torture room. I mean, it doesn't look nearly as interesting as the signs made it out to be. Do you guys remember when YouTube videos always used to have that disclaimer where it's like, it's gone wrong, in 3 a.m., or in these, like, dangerous places and stuff, and it was always clickbaity, but you couldn't help but click on it. Hey, look, another button. Thank you. What were they barricading from? The Walking Dead? Jesus. I don't even think I need to tell you this, but please do not use your sockets as key cleaners. I mean, if you do at this point, it's just natural selection. Cheers, May. Not like I wanted to go up there or anything. I don't know about you guys, but I think this floor is unavailable. Just a hunch, though. Can this wall get 10,000 bullet holes? Guys, can this video get 10,000 bullet holes? Just go ahead and light up your screens with a gun. Hey, look. look, it's the map creator. Wonder what they're up to now. Buy some merchandise, you twats. That's a really rude way to talk to a potential customer. Let's go check out what they have. Alright, looks like we've got some t-shirts and then some mugs, and some poop bags. Any of this of interest to you guys? I might get something from here. Nice, they've got my size. If they sold this in real life, I would probably pick it up, I wouldn't lie. I assume everyone's had the same experience of running into the middle of these carousels and just hiding whilst your parents were shopping and hoping that they'd come find you so we could get out of there. I've never had a unique experience, I swear. We should test out if I'll be prosecuted for shoplifting. Let's go grab something. I highly doubt anyone's gonna come here and arrest me, so we could probably just take that mug. Hey, look, it's Mark, Jack, Bob, and Wade. I used to watch them quite a bit. Not as much Bob and Wade, but I did watch some of their drunken GTA videos with Markiplier. Those are the times. Professional reactor at work, do not disturb. I like the setup he's got going on. I should probably get one of those fans for my room for summer. Also, is he watching The Office? Not a bad show, but I personally prefer Parks and Rec more. Another experience I know many people have had is using their phone or two mirrors to create that weird trippy image of the same thing repeated over and over again until it makes no sense anymore. I think this person needs to clean up their desk soon if anyone ever comes back to this office. Hey look, another button. But it doesn't look like I can push this one until I've pushed the rest of them. So we should probably come back later once we've found the third and fourth one. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's Pyrocynical. I used to watch him quite a bit when I was younger, but I haven't watched him as much recently. Except I did watch his Cry of Fear video recently, that was pretty good. Alright, how spooky is this current situation? Well, it's not Halloween, so not that spooky, but I am alone in the YouTube building, so that's as scary as it gets. Too spooky, there's already a skeleton inside me. Oh god, there was a skeleton right behind me. That was a spooky situation, minimum. I wonder if it's a former employee or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Welcome to you, Turd Snitches. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. Okay, add captions or subtitles to a video. Sounds simple enough. I mean, I think that's important. Report negative content. Honestly, this is just sounding like normal YouTube at the moment. I wonder where the U-turd part comes in. Ah, okay. There it is. I was waiting for something really absurd to come up on screen, and I'm kinda not surprised. Looks like that was it for the presentation. I think I learned a lot personally, and I'll be using it in my YouTube career. Looks like this is the head honcho's office. This has to be the most normal room in this building. There's gotta be a catch.
I'm from Arizona, Jerry. I went to Arizona State. Todd, how do I turn this thing off? Todd! What? I'm busy! Never mind, think I figured it out. Now that I've got the room to myself, time to practice the trombone.
I think I found the catch. Cool cutout though. I sometimes forget that this is supposed to be a prop hunt map and wonder why there's random ramps and hiding spots littered around the map. I definitely never want to meet these employees if their aim is that good. Looks like a really locked door. I wonder what they're hiding from us. I'm gonna just poke my head through with no clip real quick. And looks like there's nothing here. Wonder what the point of the security scanner was for then. Alright, now that I think we've explored most of what this map has to offer, let's go hunt down those last buttons. And would you look at that, we found the fourth button. Looks like we only need to find the third and then we're good. Bear with me on this next part whilst I track down the last button. Hey look, I found a new room. Let's see if I can go up. Okay, guess I'm not allowed up there then. Why don't we get back to button hunting? Huh. I didn't know we could actually go in here. Does the lift work? Guess not. There's no button here either. Damn. Alright, guess we gotta keep looking then. Hey, hold on a minute. I think I saw it behind these filing cabinets whilst I was walking. Let's go check. Woo! Sick flip. And we have the button now, so let's head back to those other two and see what this activates.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
What the fuck? It's not every day you witness Barney dancing with combines whilst the same 2-second audio repeats over and over again. You gotta love what goes through people's minds to make this kind of stuff. Alright, I think that just about covers it for this map. I forgot or just never understood how many references there were on this, and I love that it kind of feels like a time capsule for the late 2010s era internet. Maps like this really interest me, and I'd love to explore more, so if you find any, feel free to comment them below so that I can one day showcase them on the channel. With that said, let's move on to our next map. Now, I'm sure this map needs a little introduction. This is 7-Eleven. I'm playing on the night version of the map as I feel it has more of a fitting vibe to it. I still use it to this day in order to test new add-ons. It also has my favourite mascot on this map, and if you've played it before, you know exactly who I'm talking about, so why don't we go check on him? Ah, just look at those big beautiful LEDs. Bask in the glow of minimum wage and big gulp sodas. Let's take a look inside, shall we? See what all the hype is about. And there he is, my favorite mascot, Domo. If you want to know what the other favorites are, it's Cheetan and Onamichio from the Yakuza series. That's a good deal on the coffee. Too bad those cups are stupid expensive now. I've seen them go for about like $500 and that's just crazy. I'd love one, but I'm not willing to shell out that much. Sorry, Domo. And of course, who can forget the famous mystery 7-Eleven elevator that every 7-Eleven has? Let's go see if they got any snacks hiding down there. Someone must have dropped that red Slurpee, and I'm not surprised. With all those big red beady eyes staring at me from the dark, I'm gonna drop a yellow Slurpee in my pants in a minute. And I think I found the culprit for who dropped the Slurpee. Where's the rest of them? I think we've definitely lost the plot from this being a normal 7-Eleven. As a kid, I was always scared to no-clip in maps because I'd end up in the dark, so I only just found out that there's something behind this wall. And for some reason, the wall is now gone. I couldn't tell you why. Anyway, I wonder why this part is sealed off. Were they keeping something in here? This 7-Eleven has a lot of questions to answer. Hope you guys like my choice of music, because these elevators are eerily silent. Alright, next up it looks like there's a football field for some reason. I didn't know you guys played that much over there. I wonder how many friendships have been destroyed over cheating in Garry's mod football. It's gotta be at least 3, I'd say. I wish I could set up a bunch of NPCs to just go at it in a match of football here, but I think that's too advanced for Garry's mod. I always wondered as a kid why there was a train station but no train, and then I realized that this game probably doesn't have the capability of running like a working train without an additional add-on, but that was too long before I realized that. Now I just park a car here and I just drive it around the map. I never understood this part of the map. There's just a muddy, dirty pool with no ladders like it's killing Sims 2 characters, and the 7-Eleven logo at the bottom. Wonder if there's anything down there. Alright, I can't hold my breath for that long, so that's as much exploring in there as I'm gonna do. This map holds a special place in my heart, and I'm sure many others too. It's not a big map by any means, but it has a lot of history and character that just make it so interesting. It just feels like it was made for a group of friends and a good handful of mods, and that's what I really like about it. Granted, I played all of these solo mostly growing up, but I can see how much fun there is to be had with others. I suppose that's why groups like Vanos got so popular back when they did. I believe that's where I'm going to end it today. As this was my first video, any critiques and comments about how I can improve will be taken into action to make future content significantly better. I appreciate you all spending your time with me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now!